If you want to build Lamelo Ball, like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds. I wouldn't risk it. Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Premier, back today with another banger. And in today's video, we're going to be going over a special Lamelo Ball Demigod build. But first things first, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to turn the post notifications on so you don't miss the next banger. Now, getting straight into this build, this is literally a demigod. Like, a lot of people use the term demigod. I know there's a ton of different demigod builds out there, but this is one of the best demigod builds I found that can literally do everything. It can shoot from Guam. It can dunk like Vince Carter in his prime. This build can fade. It can play defense. This is one of the best demigod builds I have found so far this year. And also, I will be showing you the best badges that I recommend for this build: finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defense. It's a demigod, so there's a ton of different badges in each category. And look at your boy Saucing and Busting like I am Steve Austin. Stop playing with me, man. I'm dribbling until I'm exhausted. I literally end up with the Gatorade logo at the end of this game. I end up dropping 50 here in the little demo. Wanted to test out the build. If y'all want to see me max out this build, I do have another. I actually have two 6-7 demigod builds. But if y'all want to see me max out this 6-7, honestly, if I could go back, I would delete both of my first 6-7s and I would make this demigod build. It has every attribute you need to get the badges. I did not know about certain things when I made my first two builds. This is the best 6-7 demigod I have found in the game, because you have to balance attribute with badges this year. But we'll go over that a little more later in the video. Let's go ahead and get straight into the build. Real quick, one more thing. Look at your boy. This from half court. Green A, stop playing with me. Now let's get into the build. Now, to get started, first things first, a lot of people probably when they hear Lamelo Ball, oh, he's a point guard. Let me make a point guard build. See, that's what 2K wants you to think. In order to create the best build, to create a demigod, make him a power forward, hand a jersey number is all up to you. Next, for this height, I'm not sure what Lamelo Ball's in real life height is. I think it's like 6'6", something like that. 6'7", though, is the height you need for this build. Minimum weight, well, actually, I think I played around with this a lot. There is no benefit of going minimum. You can actually go 211, get one extra bonus to your strength. I know it sounds dumb, but little stuff like that sometimes can make or break a build. Never know, man. But for this wingspan, a lot more important, make sure on the wingspan you play around with it. 6'11" on the wingspan. 7 foot is too much. 6'10" is not enough. The reason being, you have to balance the driving, dunk, and 3-point shot so you can get posterizer Hall of Fame, and so that way you can get deep threes Hall of Fame. 2K tries to like make it where you can't get both, but at 99 overall on this build, you will get Hall of Fame deep threes and Hall of Fame posterizer. Now, to get started though on the actual build, I ended up playing around with this a lot, testing it out multiple different ways. Before we get into it, shout out to Joe Knows, shout out to Badge Plug, shout out to my homie Dario for helping me out with this build. If you haven't seen already, go check out their build videos. But the build I ended up creating is a little different. It's the same base, but it's 11 finishing. You want to upgrade your driving layup just enough where you get that 11 finishing. You want to get the solid 25 shooting. Upgrade it until you have exactly 25 shooting. Get the 24 playmaking as well. And then 17 defensive. Honestly, I feel like that's plenty. From there, just go ahead and max out your physicals. Get as much physicals as you can. Secure all of your elite contact dunks. Make sure you have at least a 65 vertical. When you max out your dunk, it will do that. But just make sure that way you don't sell the bag. But yeah, take a screenshot, rewind, do whatever you need. This is the build. 6'7", power forward, 211 pounds, 6'11" wingspan, 11 finishing, 25 shooting, 24 playmaking, 17 defensive. You secured Intimidator too, which is huge. Pretty sure you secured Chase Down as well. Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame deep threes, Hall of Fame posterizer. Like, this build is a demi, has all the attributes needed. When you hit 99 overall, you will be literally a demigod. Now though, for the takeovers, you can look at the limitless range. I know limitless range is tempting. A lot of the times, you know, every year you want to be able to shoot from as deep as possible. But honestly, limitless range is so overrated this year. Do not go with limitless range, whatever you do. Honestly, unless like you're a fading demigod, wanting to use pull-up precision and limitless range, I don't really recommend limitless range. If you're just like a point guard dribbling behind the screen, trying to do like a set shot, you know, do a little dribble move, set your feet, quick stop, whatever, shoot the ball, limitless range is not for you. Honestly, I like finishing moves, especially since they have nerfed the contact dunks. Everyone cannot go around contact dunking. Even with like a 96 driving dunk, Hall of Fame posterizer, you're gonna have trouble dunking the ball. So I like finishing moves and pull-up precision for my 2 takeovers, but I do recommend pull-up precision for the primary just because in an online game, in the park, something like that, pull-up precision, you want to be able to get your primary takeover first, and fading is so overpowered right now in this game. 2K has to patch that next. They patch finishing moves, pull-up precision, that's a deadly combo. If you don't end up using finishing moves, I recommend something like spot-up precision, maybe the ankle-breaking shots. It's really your, whatever you want to do with it. Takeover is all preference. But from here, we're going to go ahead and test this build. I will show you the best badges that I recommend. Now, to get started here on these finishing badges, first things first, Hall of Fame posterizer, Hall of Fame slithery finisher. You can honestly play around with the Giant Slayer, Fearless Finisher combo there. That's really up to you and what you want to do. Next, for the shooting, it's entirely up to you and your playstyle, but these are the shooting badges I recommend. Hall of Fame blinders, Hall of Fame deep threes, Hall of Fame hot zone hunter, Hall of Fame hot shot. You can sneak in the little green machine, dead eye, get some catch and shoot too. You do still have 4 after you do all that. I would honestly recommend like Hall of Fame green machine and gold dead eye, whatever you could get it up to. If I'm not mistaken, my math is correct there. Yeah, the Hall of Fame green machine, gold deadeye is the best shooting badge combo from here. I really don't think you need anything more than silver catch and shoot for this build. If anything, you could sneak in like the stop and pop, rhythm shooter, clutch shooter, stuff like that, corner shooter maybe. But these are the shooting badges that I recommend for this build. Next, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the playmaking. This also is preference, whether you're playing spot up, main ball handler, secondary ball handler. You know, it's really up to you and how you and your team play together. I recommend Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame stop and go, Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame bullet passer, Hall of Fame unpluckable, Hall of Fame dimer. Like, you could sneak in, maybe drop down the dimer, unpluckable a little bit, and sneak in some bailout. You know, you could do ankle breaker too. It's really up to you. You have 24 though, that's plenty to play around with. Next though, for the defensive, silver chase down, silver intimidator, Hall of Fame clamps. Honestly, depending on whether you're playing the 2 through the 4 or if you're playing the 1, this is really going to depend on if you're the primary on-ball defender. I recommend higher ankle braces. If you're going to be playing like the 3 or the 4, throw on the rebound chaser, throw on the rim protector, upgrade your intimidator. You know, never hurts to throw on trapper, never hurts to throw on box out, never hurts to throw on tireless defender. Clutch defender also is a really good badge this year. I recommend the gold chase down, Hall of Fame clamps, silver intimidator, silver rim protector, silver ankle braces. You really can't go wrong with that. That is a solid badge setup. As you can see, you have built an offensive threat. This build is a demigod. Let me know what you think of it down below. Rate it 1 through 10. Dub or L in the comments section. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn the post notifications on so you don't miss the next banger. It's your boy Premier, and I'm out. Peace.
It's getting hard to keep composure. They keep trying me. I came from nothing, now they bumping my songs overseas. I remember when I first started, they threw dirt on me, and now they saying